what's a good name for that move? The Twisty Tops?
No move.
Not a move?
No dance move.
Rocco just came up in this place hating from the get-go. What happened to you, Rocco? Are you hanging out with Robin too much?
No, really.
Anyways.
That's no move.
What's going on, everyone? Happy Hump Day, and welcome back to Sin City Crypto Live. I am one of your hosts, David, and today we are coming at you live from our studio here in the heart of Las Vegas, the Raiders suck, Nevada, with our daily, only on the weekdays, live shows. Before we get to the content, quick disclaimer. Nothing that we say on this channel should be taken as financial advice, so please, as always, do your own research. Speaking of content, today, we're talking about Bitcoin and how some on-chain metrics are showing strength in Bitcoin. Will price follow? We'll talk about that. Also, ETH miners are literally hoarding Ethereum at rates we have never seen. All we need is a catalyst like, maybe the merge. Will we see price skyrocket? We'll talk about that. And then finally, along with many other things, Congress, again, is targeting crypto exchanges. We'll talk about that and what that means. But before we go into anything else, I would like to introduce you to your other co-host, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto, home of the fabulous Raiders here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Home of the new home for Devontae Adams. Where did he come from? Green Bay don't care about Packers. And
I see what you're doing. See what you're doing. Go ahead.
If it's your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel that also covers other stuff that is not related to crypto, especially football during the start of football season. And then we also do deep dives. We also do YouTube shorts. And we are active on social media.
You weren't joking about the freaking barbecue sauce emoji, were you? I literally thought you were kidding. You made a barbecue sauce emoji. What the hell is wrong with you?
The people have spoken.
Guys, pay $3 so you can use a barbecue sauce emoji.
Hold
a
on.
lot of sense.
I have one thing to say. There's nowhere else that you can get both the Gary Gensler emoji and barbecue sauce emoji. Nowhere else. I promise you that. No need to vet YouTube.
You know
nobody else is bringing you barbecue sauce and Gary Gensler emojis all on one membership.
What if we found out Gary Gensler showers with barbecue sauce?
You know what is the worst part? The two of them, the Gary Gensler and the barbecue sauce together. That's disgusting.
I need a new desk.
Yeah, Oscar
I
Child.
was talking to Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy was.
Big shout out to Jimmy.
Yeah,
He
I was
helped
talking.
us,
I was talking to him about the desk, and
he hates it,
that
right?
dude hates it.
He hates the desk. No, in all seriousness, Jimmy spent about 2 hours on the phone with us yesterday, helping us navigate through some of our IT problems. So
yeah, we got the internet issue out of the way now, so that shouldn't be a problem. Our laptop is still not very ideal. But
can we, since Jimmy's spent 2 hours of his valuable time, can you give my man a brola? Because he coined that term.
Brola?
Brola.
Rolla.
Brola.
I can't say my word, bro.
Like,
No, I can only say my words. That's a community-driven word,
you can't say community-driven words,
bro. Hola! I can do that.
You're so stupid. All right, are you doing fantasy football this year?
No, I have no time.
If you are a fantasy football fan, put a 1 in the chat.
So we normally play fantasy football, especially me and David. We've been in the same league.
Who
this
won
year,
last year? Remind me real quick.
I don't know.
Who was the champ? No. Just real quick. I think the name of the team was Hookers
Anyways,
and Blow,
So
and I believe the team was owned by
here's the
David.
thing. I ain't got no time to be playing no fantasy football.
You
And
don't wanna
you don't got time to play fantasy.
You don't wanna-
Are you playing this year?
All right, so
I hope not, 'cause-
my brother from another mother, Sheldon. I've been in this league for 10 years. I was like, dude, I really don't have time. He's like, come on, man, we need one more. I was like, look, I'm literally gonna just auto draft and just look at the lineup Sunday morning for like 30 minutes. I was like, if you're good with that, but this will be my last year because
Why
like
are you
I don't
doing
have
this
time.
shit all half-ass?
I can't spend too much time.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
busy.
Like, if you can't go all in, you
I
can't. You
cave
can't
to peer
you can't
pressure. Okay,
contribute.
I cave to peer pressure, except from you because I don't care. But my boy Sheldon peer pressure me. My boy, love that man. I want to get right into something. I want to get into our friend Jerome. Okay, Unless you had something to talk about real quick.
I was gonna drop a roll call up in this piece.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, roll call. All right, so first in the chat today, we got AZ Chris. Then a round of applause for AZ.
AZ.
All right, then we got Liquidated Shorts.
Where do you think he's from?
Blake, Big Swole, Jimmy, Tox, Moby. We got Broke Yoshi, Fino, Anime, Delma, Big Chili Willie, Broke Yoshi, Terry K, Sage, Kenny G. I think I'm saying everybody's name twice here, but Stereo 2 on the ones and twos.
You know, if you
and
say it
in the
twice,
chat.
maybe you'll actually say their name properly.
Jason, Lala, Sir Babe, and who else? We
You know,
got?
Lala, she was having a blast on Sunday when Seth took off his shirt. You see her in the chat?
And Peter
He was
K,
like,
yeah.
ooh la
There's a
la.
lot of heart emojis over there. Enzo Mining and B Chad. Is he new?
No, he's been here. You said that
Chad.
yesterday.
Welcome back.
Hello, Chad.
And Redman rounds it out there. So if you're new here, say what up so I can say hola. All right. Yeah. Okay. So what were you saying, David?
I want to talk, speaking of Jimmy. But
And we need to get 100 people in chat so we can open up this damn club.
105.
And the only way we get in 100 people in the chat is, first of all, if y'all like this video, as well as like my thumbs up video or sign. And also, if you are new here and you're not a member, subscribe. And if you don't like us, unsubscribe later. Thank you.
Yes. All right. I want to go over to my laptop. And I want to show what JP, Jerome Powell, Jimmy Powell, Powell man, said in April of 2021 about inflation. Okay.
Well, what we said was we want to see inflation move up to 2%, and we mean that on a sustainable basis. We don't mean just tap the base once. But then we'd also like to see it on track to move moderately above 2% for some time. And the reason for that is we want inflation to average 2% over time. And when we get that, that's when we'll raise interest rates. Well,
So this dude literally said, we want to see inflation go up, not just to 2%, not up to 2%, but past 2%. You know, Robin and I have had multiple conversations about this off air about why there's a need to have a little bit of inflation. He believes there should be zero inflation.
No, here's the thing. 2% is literally the percentage that you don't notice it, but they take money away from you gradually. That is literally what 2%. 2% is because compounding 2%. Okay, how about this? Your 30-year mortgage is, during the COVID time was around 3.5%, right? For 30-year.
Yeah.
You're paying twice as much for your mortgage after 30 years. So if you think about compounding interest of 3.5%, just think about the magnitude of a 2% over the course of your lifetime. You're basically at 2% losing all of your purchasing power over time. And it's just enough. It's just 2% is just enough to where you don't freak out every year. You're like, well, lost a little bit of purchasing power. My savings account is worth a little bit less, but I don't really notice it. And then after 10 years, you look back and like, wow, bubblegum was only 25 cents a pack. Gas was only 99 cents a gallon.
Yep.
And my rent used to be $500 a month. Now, 10 years later, $1,500 a month, $3 a pack of freaking gum, and gasoline, $5. And that is what 2% does over time. And so this ideal 2% is robbery disguised as a target number of necessary inflation. Inflation is not necessary, okay? You gotta keep it within the little bounds, okay? You go deflationary, you bounce it back up. You don't want to be on either side.
But that's what happens when there's a central bank that has their hand in the economy. This is what happens. If you just let the economy go and let it do its thing, you probably wouldn't see any inflation or deflation because the economy would adjust naturally.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. There's too many factors and variables and things going on in central bank and printing and quantitative easing and new budget bills and new tax proposals, all different spots, tax cuts and military spending programs. There's realistically, like, I'm not trying to live in a fairy tale land where you're like, oh, you don't print any more money, like, don't do anything, and just let it be. Like, there needs to be intervention from policymakers and the government.
Then you will have
there's
inflation.
just no, and yeah, there's going to be movement. But the thing is I'm just saying that the system is broken, but you can't unplug from the system now. It's like being having a massive addiction. The best idea might not be to just 100% unplug, maybe wean off of it, go to something different. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, there's too much infrastructure built on the system that we have that we can't just fundamentally unplug and just not, take our hands off. And the great thing is that there is a remedy and a solution. So the addiction to this money printing and politics and all of this gerrymandering for the financial system that we have now can be supplanted and fixed with a better system that can't be altered and manipulated. It's just blockchain.
You say gerrymandering?
Gerrymandering, yes.
You know what that is, right?
That's
splitting up states into
yeah, that's right.
to fit districts.
Well,
I guess it's kind of you can.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
splitting the segments.
That's not just for splitting up the voting areas, but it's to dilute.
It's what people use to hey, if you got a lot of money, you can live here. If you don't have a lot of money, you can live there. So, Redman brought up a good point. He said inflation is a silent tax on the middle class, and I tend to believe him. Last thing I want to show before we move on is this tweet from Charlie Bilello. By the way, guys, Charlie Bilello put some great stuff out there, and you guys should definitely go follow him. It's at Charlie Bilello, 2 L's at the end. During the previous 8 bear markets, the Fed responded with easy money, i.e. rate cuts and quantitative easing. This year, they're doing the opposite, hiking rates and expected to continue hiking for the rest of the year. Last time we saw a hawkish Fed during a bear market, early 80s under Volcker. And so you can see here, what I was looking at? It's like, damn, Alan Greenspan was in there for 25 years? Or 15 years? That's a long time. But you see here, rate cut, hold rates, quantitative easing, end rate hikes, cut rates. And you can see here in 2022, when the economy is going down, rate hikes, additional hikes, balance sheet reductions. So complete opposite than what we've seen over the last almost 40 years, you guys. 40 years. And that is part of the reason why people just don't know. We haven't been in the situation, like Charlie Bilello said, since the 80s. And so the only historical evidence or facts we have to fall back on and say, hey, this is what happened the last time this happened is the 80s. And no one wants to live through the 80s again.
I love the 80s. Rollerblades.
You know what I'm saying? Economically.
Pink. You have also amazing thumbs up signs because we don't have enough thumbs up. We also have...
Don't you ever get tired of spewing BS?
No. I am... anyway, we only have 23 likes and 40 people in the chat. What are y'all doing? That's only a 50% ratio. That's what I'm saying.
If this was a Lego desk, it would have crumbled.
I'm not going to put this sign down until we have at least 30 likes up in this piece. Okay.
All right, let's move on. Robin, I'm going to send it over to you, my friend. We are going to do our market watch. Robin.
All right. So, taking a look. When I opened this page, Bitcoin was over 20,000, and we are now under 20,000.
Oh, no.
The floor is falling out.
Stop it.
It is.
Enough.
This is like a level from Mario. The floor is falling out. There's spikes underneath, and we are falling to our imminent demise. Portfolios are in grave condition. $19,979.39. Bitcoin is on the 20K level. So when do you think we're going to break out? Up or down? When do you think? Do you think it's a consolidation here for the next until let's just say Monday next week?
I would say second week into September is when we'll start seeing movement.
Okay. And so you think all the way up until Monday next week? That means all the way to Friday through the weekend.
We might
up
see
until Monday.
We might see some nasty wicks, but as far as candles closing, I don't think we'll close above 22.
So I just want to take a look at the dates.
Remember, that's Labor Day weekend. Is this coming weekend?
Okay.
The markets are closed on Monday.
All right. Hold on. I got the. I want to see when the
Trump freaks out.
I want to see when the. Where's the calendar?
September 21st.
Is that when it is?
Yeah.
September 21st. That's the big day. Ladies and gentlemen, September 21st is the day we find out
Here's
what
the thing.
the interest rate hike is going to be. Fed funds rate meeting that day.
Here's the thing. Our friend Forrest talks about this all the time. He talked about it on Coffee and Crypto. September traditionally is the worst month for stocks and crypto, especially during a midterm. And just to kind of show you graphically, okay. So this is from Forrest's Twitter. Definitely recommend you go follow him if you're not, at 0xStacker. So this is the midterm election year stock market performance since 1962. Okay. I want you to focus on column 1, these 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is before the midterm.
Focus on all of the columns.
So this is a year before the midterm. Look at what the stock market does. Negative, 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 barely positive, 10%, 28% negative, okay? Then look at 3 months after the midterm. Almost everything's in the green with the exception of 2002. Look at 6 months after the midterm. Everything's in the green. Literally everything. And that's from November to April following a midterm. And then if you go back to 12 months, same thing. Everything is in the green. What does this mean?
It means the halving is going to pop off and be an epic proportion of financial gains. Your portfolio will be fatter than my cat that I grew up with that my mom constantly fed.
What are you talking about? Okay, in all seriousness.
No, here's the thing. Okay, midterm. When does midterm pop off? November this year, right?
Correct.
And a year from this midterm would be November of 2023, right?
That is correct.
Having early 2024, right?
Mid 2024.
I'm just saying, bro, this thing is going to freaking pop off. Obviously, we're following the 4-year standard Bitcoin cycle. Hats off to Ben Armstrong for beating that drum till the drum sticks break. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good
Ben's
analogy.
been talking about 4-year cycles for a long time.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I don't think anybody's as loud spoken about the 4-year cycles as he is, and for due reason.
You were against the 4-year cycle.
You know what? I wasn't against the 4-year cycle. I just figured we were going to have a deviation from what it looked like before. You know, you have the supply and demand shock of the halving. Basically, half of the amount of Bitcoin that gets mined and goes essentially to the exchanges. That's literally what's happening right now. Let's not kid ourselves. The miners mine Bitcoin. When they need to sell it, they sell it to the exchanges. Exchanges have more reserves. That's essentially how the supply goes. And if you have half the amount being mined,
you also need demand there too. That's the thing.
Yeah,
and
but,
so will demand be there if we're in a recession when the halving comes?
Well, but that's what I'm saying. So you have the supply shock, plus you have what is shaping up per your graphic to be a prosperous time in the financial markets, whether or not it's in crypto or not. And risk on assets tend to rally the hardest in a bull run. You get the most gains. And, you know, Bitcoin, crypto, trades with the risk on assets. Yeah, man, that's all I'm saying, dude, is that big believer.
Rob, will you drop an hola from my friend Jalen? I believe it's their first time in the chat.
Jalen, Jalen Dixon. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
JD. So that's
How about Jalen DXY? No? DXY?
I don't know.
The
Dixie?
dollar cost average?
I know
index?
what it is. Dollar index. Dollar cost. That's DCA, my friend.
Dollar cost average.
Cost average. All right, let's get back to crypto, Rob. What else you got?
So taking a look. So to take a look at the broader markets, Ethereum is right at that $1,500 level still, $1,543, and outpacing Bitcoin as of right now, up almost 4%, in comparison to Bitcoin being up 1.5%. Are we going to see this gap widen? Are we going to get a second rally for Ethereum pre-merge? I think we might. I think a 10% bump up might be in the cards. I think that before the merge, $1,700, $1,800 Ethereum, even if Bitcoin is still at the 20K level, is probably realistic and something that I would be eyeing. I don't know if you have charts on that, David.
I do actually, yeah.
What do you think? My gut feeling, and I'm not talking about the bubble guts, but my gut feeling is that $1,700, $1,800 Ethereum, even with the Bitcoin being at 20K, is that something that the charts are telling you?
In the short term, no. In the short term, no. Here's what the charts say. So this is the 1 hour chart on Ethereum, and just three instances I found that are very similar. We have an uptrending trend line here that held support for a while. At least this is from August 2nd until it finally broke through on August 19th. So about 17 days. And if we measure the move, tells us how many days and what percentage the move was. So you're looking at almost a 17% move in about 2 days. Okay. I go here, same thing, but this was a little shorter lived. You have August 20th through, finally broke through August 26th. So 6 days. We do the same thing. We measure the move that it broke to the downside. You're looking at 13% move to the downside in 2 days and 9 hours. What will we see next? Because we have the same thing happening that we saw throughout the entire month of August. And I'm just going to get rid of these. We will break to the downside. Okay. This is just,
Dun, dun, dun.
This is what just probabilistically, the probabilities, which is what TA is, tell us we will see a break to the downside. Now, here's the only positive thing to that I will say is on the stochastics right now, we're very oversold. We're sitting right around 26. So on these Stokes, anything under 20, you're oversold. So I guess we're not super oversold, but we're definitely oversold. And now what I like to do for price targets is I like to go to Crypto Stackers. And I took the local high here on, excuse me, August 13th. So this 2x short level is what I'll be looking at, which we wicked down here on the 25th of July. And that target number is $1,353. So that's, if we do break to the downside from this chart, what I'd be looking at is to re-enter at $1,353. Of course, none of this is financial advice, but if we go based off of what TA says, what the charts say, what probabilities say will happen, that is probably what will happen. This 1353 level is a key level. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at for Ethereum. That's all I got for ETH.
All right. So taking a look at the crypto fear and greed index, we are at a 23. So down a little bit from yesterday where we were at 27, and on the par for the week and a little down from the month actually. And taking a look at the biggest gainers for the day, Terra Luna Classic up 20%.
When is that gonna die?
You know, I'm kind of curious.
Who the hell
where
still
is this thing
buys
on
it,
the
Coin market cap is like 100 and something, 130.
Is it? I thought it was still in the top 100. Oh no, it's in number 200.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
this thing's got a lot of zeros, man.
Yeah, it's a meme coin. It's a freaking meme coin. Guys, please, there are so many cryptos out there. Don't get greedy and try to catch the swings, please.
A dead project. The likelihood of picking the top and bottom is on the way down, on something that's on a constant way down.
Yeah,
is incredibly difficult.
Don't see these 30% swings to the upside. Oh my god,
Flow is up 6%.
we have flow news today.
Mm-hmm.
Big flow news today.
And Near Protocol up 8%. So
A couple of our favorite projects.
Axie Infinity's up 7%.
And Chili's. Go back to the weekly chart real quick on the bubbles, Rob. I think I saw Chili's at monthly. Something Chili's was at like 70%. There you go. Chili's up 70% over the month.
What's going on with Chili's anyway?
So the restaurant itself will definitely give you heartburn and the you know what's. But I haven't really looked into as far as any news coming out, but we should.
A lot of this is moving against the grain, so must have a lot going on in the ecosystem. Is that over a 3-month chart, that is natural growth. So, I mean, not to say that it couldn't pull back, but that's, on a 3-month chart, if you have this, that's pretty natural sustained growth, though. So, very bullish for Chili's. Ranked number 41 on the coin market cap list. And that puts them on par for flipping Hedera, Tezos, EOS, Sandbox. They're ahead of Elrond, Aave, Quan. So they're in good company here. Let's do a deep dive on this, or let's at least do a little bit more in-depth research. Why? Because I know what's behind Elrond. I know what's behind Aave. I know what's behind Hedera. But why is there so much interest in Chili's, and what are they offering to the crypto community?
Let's look. I just pulled up their chart literally right now. Take a look at this. This is a beautiful bull flag here, my friends. This is a pretty textbook right here. I'm going to move this line a little bit down more. Grab the line. So with bear flags, you see a move to the downside followed by a uptrending parallel.
Is the 1 hour?
The 1 hour. So very short term.
How far back does this go?
This bull flag goes back to August 20th. And just to see
weeks?
what August 20th of this
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 10 days, 11 days. So we should be seeing 11% move to the upside, guys. And looks like the retest has already happened. So again, anytime you break out of a pattern, you want to break out, retest the trend line, form support, and then shoot to the upside. So
you're not discouraged with the fact that Chili's rallied 70% in the last 30 days?
I'm just going based off of
I'm just asking a hypothetical question. I'm not trying to poke holes
TA
here.
out of it. TA out of it, yeah. But if you're just looking at probabilities and technical analysis, we should see a move to the 23, 24 cent range.
Okay.
Like very soon. So
cool.
Take with that information as you please. If you use leverage, not financial advice, Chili's will be a good one to use. Okay.
All right. So taking a quick look over at the stock market, everything is down in the red, but just slightly. So not too much movement. That said, Bed Bath & Beyond is taking some L's today. This week, actually. If you're not familiar with Bed Bath & Beyond, an outdated retail model that nobody cares about. Now, what's going on over there?
All right.
Walmart also, did you see this?
No. Yeah.
Walmart's Sam's Club raises their annual membership fee. Do you think Costco is going to either raise their membership fee or the price of hot dog?
The hot dog,
Can you
no.
stop it with the ding playing stuff?
Hot dogs, no. The chicken, yes.
All right. And then...
Sam's Club or Costco?
Oh, Costco all day.
Me too.
Here's the thing. There's
Trader
one
Joe's.
thing that Costco does well is that the products that they put on the shelves seem to be of good quality. At Walmart, you can get like generic Lucky Charms, and those marshmallows might be harder than the bottom of my flip-flop. And so the Fed's Loretta Mester, who is the president of the Cleveland charter of the Federal Reserve, sees benchmark rate above 4% and no cuts, at least through 2023. There's
What the hell?
Loretta Mester. That's a nice sweater right there.
Yeah.
I feel
Great
like
sweater.
when you become a president of a company, and I think that's like required to wear one of these, right?
Yeah, those are made out of all the air of the employee.
Sign your paperwork here. You have to buy a sweater like this.
So, hats off to Loretta Mester for wearing that badass sweater. All right. Loretta Mester sweater.
Thanks, Loretta.
Can we get David to wear one of these sweaters?
I will. You buy me
Will
one,
you?
I'll wear it.
All right. It has to be a V-neck. It cannot be. It's got to be
Did you say V-Mix?
V-neck right here. So definitely low-cut V-neck. You can't wear anything underneath it. You got to go bare-chested, which will be
I don't know if I
extremely
could do
itchy.
that.
So basically, she's saying over 4%. So right now we're at 2.25/2.5. So we have 3 more meetings. So taking a look at this, 3 more meetings before the end of the year. If you were to do 0.75, 0.75, 0.5, that would put you at 2%. In addition to the 2.25% or 2.5. It's a buffer. Anyways, that would put us over 4%.
You know what I think we'll see?
And so
I think we'll see a 50, a 75, and a 50.
50, 75, and a 50.
Yeah.
That'll put us at 4%.
Yes.
The over 4% would be 0.75, 0.75, 0.5.
Again, the euro dollar will tell us a week before, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Also, don't forget about the European Central Bank because they are trying to fight inflation. Same with Bank of England. We're talking double digits, as high as 20%. And for the Bank of
government
England.
bonds in England are just tearing, dude. I think I saw an article on that.
And that's all I got there.
Yeah, so I actually have an article on that. So Germany's borrowing costs set to biggest monthly jump since the early 1980s. The German government bond yields have climbed at their highest rate in decades during August, reflecting red-hot inflation data and rising interest rates. The yield on 2-year bonds issued by Europe's largest economy, which is Germany, has rocketed by 85 basis points, set to be the biggest monthly move higher since 1981. Since 1981. So people are being enticed to put money into 2-year government bonds in Germany. You got to ask yourself why. Why do you see stock splits? Why do you see people bump up interest rates? They want to attract new investors. The economy needs money. And so, but who's going to trust anything in Europe right now with inflation so high, with the whole energy crisis going on? I don't know. But troubling times ahead. And then also the last thing I want to show on the traditional side. This is, no, where are you going? So this is Seema Modi talking about the week ahead. And I believe she's going to talk about August jobs report coming out.
August wraps up some key tech and retail earnings and a new Lord of the Rings series, all in the week ahead. It'll take the final few days of August to determine if major averages will be up or down for the month. But regardless of what happens, a tough month could be ahead. Keep in mind, since 2000, September is the S&P 500's worst month of the year. The index has posted a September decline in half of those years. A couple of economic reports are out. The latest consumer confidence reading hits on Tuesday, and then on Friday, it's the August jobs report. That will be a key factor when the Fed meets next month. The strength of the labor market will help determine how much of a rate hike the Fed considers. Some notable names are out with earnings too. Best Buy reports on Tuesday morning after last month's profit warning.
So Friday, big day. If the jobs report comes out, if it's still strong, you know what JP is going to say. Jobs are still good. We're going to keep tightening the economy, and then the stock market will continue to go down. On top of that, you have September just traditionally being a bad month, but we should see some relief going into the month.
There is a very trending article, very trending subject going on right now. So taking a look at my laptop, we have Vitalik D with some other letters behind it. Coin on listed. So anyways, Vitalik's D has rallied over 1,000% growth here.
I thought we were in a bear market.
So over 1,000% growth. And then I decided to take a look at the order books. This is comical here. Look how much these orders are. This is the last 24 hours. $2 have purchased. 90 cents, 80 cents. This person pulled the trigger on a whole $25 order.
Guys, look what chain it's on. Freaking Binance, the scam chain.
So this person went ham. He bought $25 worth of Vitalik's D. So do not touch anybody's D, especially not Vitalik's D.
Not on chain, at least. All right, a couple of Bitcoin on-chain metrics, and then we'll move on to some of the biggest articles of the day. First thing, this is in the description of the video. Net unrealized profit and loss. Guys, and there is a ginormous lag. So anytime we've dipped into this capitulation zone, which is red/pink, it has signified a market bottom every single time. We even had it dip down here back in 2020. And I'm just going to zoom in. And you can see we dipped down here in, what is this? Early June. Came above it. And now we're dipping below it again. So we are so close, if not already at the bottom. This should make you super bullish. And lastly, the Bitcoin Pi cycle, the top indicator, which I have reverse engineered to show a bottom indicator. And anytime we see a deviation between these two moving averages of over 3, always has signified a market bottom. You look back here, back in 2015, 6 months later, the market bottom, then went to the upside. Here, 3 months later, market bottom, then we started moving to the upside. And here it was so short, I'm not even going to count that. But we are currently, I already did the math, currently at the two moving averages we have, we're sitting at 3.28. 3.28, which is the second highest out of the 3 cycles. Cycle 1, 2015, cycle 2, 2018, cycle now 2022. 3.28 is only behind the 2015 cycle. So we are there or we are close. There is no point for you to exit the crypto markets now if you've stayed through all this time. All right? Hang tight. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. But look, we're going to have fun in the meantime, right? Speaking of fun, Robin, what do you do for fun? Besides make fun of me.
I'm gonna say crypto research.
Rocco, shut up. Rocco, you're pissing me off, Rocco. You're literally pissing me off today.
Let's see. I started playing the new Walking Dead play to earn game that is on the Gala blockchain. So they came out.
How was that? Yeah. Talk to us about that.
So they came out with the what is it called? It's like the beta, I guess. It's like a trial version of it.
Okay.
Actually, here I'll pull it up. Taking a look. So this is, if you guys aren't familiar, this is the Gala interface. So Gala Games, and then it's still in development here. So they see Walking Dead Empires in development, and we're gonna have a deep dive into this game. We're gonna do a play to earn video segment every other Tuesday. So we're going to showcase games. So if you are a gamer and you want to check out Gala Games, or you want to check out some get some alpha on some of these games, just come check out our.
Do you need to be whitelist or anything, or you can just go in and?
Oh no, this you can play. It's
okay.
It's for everybody. It's
okay.
open. So you know what I was playing Call of Duty yesterday, David, and I'm like playing, and then well, first of all, I died, so I'm just sitting around.
Don't die.
And the guy that was playing, I'm like observing him. He was like, "Hey man, I gotta ask, what was up?" He's like, "Are you the same Sin City crypto that's on around the blockchain?" I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, "That's me, baby." Whoop, whoop. Can
It's your boy.
Can I get a bullhorn sound?
Yeah, of course.
Robin, you are so needy, dude. How are you married?
No.
With being so needy.
Not the bull sound, the bullhorn. The there it is. Every time I hype myself up, I need more bullhorn.
That's not a bullhorn. That's a
That's a bullhorn.
The foghorn?
Bullhorn. So anyways, so here's the game. You can go, you can beat up zombies. You can go cut down trees.
Is this better than what you've seen in the space leading up to this?
It's on par. Graphically, it is maybe a little ahead of the game, but kind of similar. And then here you can build your own. I don't know where my house is, but you can build your house up.
How are you able to get a house in these market conditions, man?
You can search this trash can right
What was your
here.
interest
There's
rate?
nothing in the trash can.
What was your interest rate on the house?
It was I closed in at a 0.0.
Did you steal it?
So yeah, you can go check out other people's houses. This is
I can see somebody play like this.
So anyways, this is one of those like farming kind of games where you just kind of go out and keep chopping down trees and stuff. So kind of cool.
So you're a lumberjack now.
Yeah, that's all I got there.
All right, let's move on. First big piece of news Congressman calls on crypto exchanges and regulators to account for fraud and scams in the crypto markets. This is sourced from The Block. Representative Raja Krishnamurthy, which is a Democrat from Illinois, called federal regulators and leading crypto exchanges to account for their work to combat frauds that use crypto. A subcommittee of the House Oversight Committee is looking for answers on cryptocurrency frauds and scams. This is a quote from Mr. Krishnamurthy. The lack of a central authority to flag suspicious transactions in many situations, the irreversibility of transactions, and the limited understanding many consumers and investors have of the underlying technology make cryptocurrency a preferred transaction method.
Before we
scammers.
move on from this quote right here, I feel like everything he said is bullish. So,
Okay, explain yourself.
so the irreversibility of transactions,
Oh,
the limited understanding of consumers and investors, which, you know what I mean, they just assume that everybody's dumb. And so they're like, hey man, you need to use our systems because you guys are dumb. And you can't reverse these transactions. We need to be able to reverse them ourselves in case we want to take your money. And then the underlying technology, and then basically understanding the underlying technology makes cryptocurrency preferred transaction method for scammers. Not only for scammers, but just for people in general, right?
dude, like,
If it's a preferred method for scammers, that means it's probably more efficient. It's faster. Like, you get what I'm saying?
guns
Like,
are also preferred methods for people to kill other people. But guess what?
Yeah.
Not the only purpose guns serve.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What's more efficient, a gun or a knife? So this is more efficient.
So what are cops going to start carrying around? Knives now? No, they still carry guns.
Exactly.
I'm
So-
helping you make your point.
Yeah. So the thing is it's, to flag suspicious transactions. Like, I think we're going to move past this, right?
I hope
first
so,
of all,
because it's getting old.
First of all, you know what? Blockchain is transparent. And it being transparent, everything is out there for you to flag. So if you're going to make the point that you want to flag transactions, ideally you would want it on a network that all transactions are out there in public. And you don't have to go subpoena a bank to get bank records. Right? What would be easier? What would be easier to say, hey, person X right here did something illegal, and we need to see how this, what the transactions look like. Path A, you can go and subpoena bank records and go through that whole judicial process. And then path B, you can just pull up Etherscan and just boom, you got all the transactions right there. Obviously, it makes more sense and it's easier to track and trace and flag, as you say, on the blockchain. And so the points that this guy is making, the fact that one, they want to flag transactions done faster and easier and more efficiently on blockchain. The irreversibility of transactions, that's good, right?
Yeah.
And then a limit, and then basically saying people are dumb and they don't understand the underlying technology. Dude, this dude don't know what he's talking about.
Well, when you start off and say the lack of a central authority to flag suspicious transactions, okay, what about this? You go to the bank and you deposit anything over 10K, they ask you where you got the money from, this and that. Would you be opposed to something like that if you send over a certain threshold of money, you have to submit
why
extra
not?
paperwork?
Here's the thing. I'm not saying that you got to have compromises at some point, right?
If you want mass adoption in a country,
if you want adoption, if you want
a lot
the
of people are not
government,
going to like
if
that.
you want the government's okay, you know what I mean. First of all, you got to pay taxes. It's not like you can be like, you know what? Well, I don't like, but you got to pay taxes. And how does the government determine how much taxes you pay. Let's by how much you make. And so if you have, if it's obvious that you made a bunch of money in crypto, you gotta pay taxes on it. It's all right there. It's transparent. So
Just tax it along the same lines that you tax all the other assets.
yeah. And that's the thing.
No.
Right now they're talking about, is it 35% to 40% capital gains tax, and
Well-
then
Well, you have short-term and long-term cap gains. So if you hold for more than a year, you're in long-term, which it drops to about 16 to 20%, depending on your bracket. But if you sell within a year, less than 12 months, you can upwards of 30%, which is no bueno. All right, and it goes on. The letters address the Treasury, the SEC, CFTC, and the FTC. So they've essentially CC'd every C part of the government, the CFTC, SEC, and the FTC. And the exchanges that were the recipients of this letter also were Binance.us, Coinbase, FTX, Kraken, and KuCoin. Now, I didn't put this in here, but on the block, it goes on to say, why did you do Binance.us and not Binance? And then on the flip side, you did FTX and not FTX.us. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. I don't know. So here's the thing, guys, is the people that are behind these large crypto companies and exchanges, majority of them, they're very intelligent. They're smart. They've been in the space for a long time. So instead of trying to put a blanket sort of rules and regulations on crypto to try to mimic what you do in the securities market.
or instead of putting a blanket, a nice warm V-neck sweater.
No, seriously. Seriously. Instead of doing that, talk to these guys. Hey, guys, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that people aren't getting scammed. We're trying to make sure that blah, blah, blah. What can you do on your end? But no, what they do is they shoot first and ask questions later. That's the problem with the government we have right now. They do not want to learn and understand and improve. They want to impress their power upon cryptocurrency, whether it's that, something else, it doesn't matter. It's all about power. You see that when the Senate and the Congress ask people to come and testify. You see how they treat them. They try to corner you into giving them an answer they want to hear. Elizabeth Warren is number one at doing this. She'll ask you a question that she expects a certain answer. And when you don't give it to her, guess what? She'll cut you off. She'll reword the question 50,000 times. And if she doesn't get the answer, she'll just say, you're dumb, blah, blah, blah. You serve no purpose here. Bye. That's the problem. And so do we need regulation? If you want mass adoption in crypto, yeah, we do. We do, because retail investors, they're too scared. And institutions, they're waiting for that regulation, but we need sensible ones. So I would like to see a subcommittee, because God knows how many of those there are, of cryptocurrency and digital commodities, and have people in position that understand how this works from top to bottom. Don't just make them do things. Ask them for their opinion. Work together. And in a fantasy world, that's what we would see, but highly doubt we'll see that anytime soon. All right, let's move on. Ticketmaster chooses the Flow blockchain. I love Flow. If you love Flow, put a 1 in the chat. Flow blockchain, Dapper Labs, CryptoKitties, NBA Top Shots. If you're a Flow fan, put it 1 in the chat, please. This is sourced from Decrypt. The NFTs will function primarily as a collectible digital memorabilia, but will also provide as a shareable proof of attendance. Ticketmaster has built a wallet and marketplace feature into its site. And this is a quote from Mickey Marr, which is the Dapper Labs Senior Vice President of Partnerships. Flow has always been built to support the mass market. Robin, are you excited about Flow like I am? I am super excited about Flow. Tokenomics look great. Dapper Labs, proven in the industry, very efficient the way they run their consensus. Mass adoption. Looks like all the big brands are using Flow in the NFT space. Are you as bullish on it as I am, Rob?
I am, man. And there is just partnership after partnership. What you're looking for in the bear market is
Yes.
for
Yes.
building and partnerships. And you know who is ahead of the game right now? It is definitely Flow. So Taking a look here at
They're ranked like in the 30s, number 31 or 32.
Are they?
If you're looking for flow, yeah.
yeah. Let me
They have a market cap of about, I believe, close to 2 billion, 1 point some, 2 billion. But
oh.
yeah, flow. Now, if you remember, Dapper Labs was initially launched on Ethereum. And because it was so clunky and expensive, instead of just moving it to another chain like Binance, they just created their own called Flow. What is that, number 30?
Okay, so taking a look here, I got Flow at $2 right now, ranked number 30. Taking a look at we'll take a look at their year to date. They probably down like the rest of the market, so they haven't really
Go to all
moved.
time?
They haven't really moved against the grain as far as
$40, guys. You're looking at a 20x. You're looking at a 20x just to its all-time high without all these partnerships that have been announced.
And remember these
Guys,
these chains. Okay, so a good measuring stick is a 3 to 5x from previous all-time highs in the next cycle. And we discussed this yesterday. When we were looking at, say, Ethereum. So taking a look at Ethereum, if you were to just to see where were the all-time highs last year or last cycle, right here, we were at basically $1,400, and then a good 3x up to 4,000. And that's a chain as big as Ethereum with a giant market cap. As you go further down the list, you get more and more X's out of the game. So let's just take a look at, just say Avalanche. Is Avalanche around in?
around the last bear?
Yeah, well, no, they weren't. Let me see. Let me find a chain.
Go to Cardano, man.
Yeah, well, I did Cardano last time.
Okay.
So I wanted to
Go to Litecoin.
Yeah, we'll take Litecoin.
I hate Litecoin, but yeah.
But yeah, here's a project that
It's trash.
This at least met the all-time highs from the previous cycle. So a 20x is pretty damn good if that's kind of the idea, because you went all the way down to $30 here.
So you're
down
saying
as $20. What I'm saying is
it's
that
from last
it's gonna
cycle high. to
the
2 or
last cycle
3x.
high is a realistic price target for the next cycle.
As in a 3x from there. So flow was
No, I'm saying minimum you're going to be hitting the last cycle high. Anything that's a top chain that was around for one cycle to the next, with the exception of XRP, and we know why.
Yeah.
They all hit. What about Near Protocol?
Near was not around.
Oh, okay, Stellar. How about this? Great example. Stellar Lumens. Take a look where they're at. So, as you can see here, Stellar hit 90 cents.
Maybe not a great example.
Didn't hit the all-time high, but it hit 70 cents. So pretty close to it.
Guys, but it also depends. Now, I wasn't following Stellar back in that bear cycle, but were they building? Were they creating new partnerships? Off the top of my head, I don't know. But what we do know is if Flow hit $40, go back to Flow, Rob. If Flow hit $40 and they're going to have 4 or 5 times the amount of partnerships.
And they are building, man. They are
and guys,
building.
not just small Ticketmaster. Who else do they partner with? Formula One Racing, I believe. They have UFC in their back pocket. They have the NBA, the
Top
NFL.
Shots. Yeah,
guys,
NFL.
I mean,
they also have
these are multi-billion-dollar companies that are going to be looking into getting into blockchain and NFTs. And guess who they picked? They picked Flow.
Bro, like I'm getting bullish just thinking about this.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm working on a Flow video for you guys. Actually, that'll be filmed next week.
Where is the?
You can buy Flow on Coinbase
everywhere. Binance.us, Coinbase, KuCoin. Basically, it has the liquidity. You need the liquidity for the big pump. Crypto.com.
Yeah, it's got all the big ones.
Yeah, so
it's got all the big ones.
Basically, if you're lacking the liquidity, it's hard to have big sustained rallies because the liquidity is not there. So that's one thing.
Guys, we can see Flow. I have zero doubt we will see Flow in the top 10. You're going to have one kind of enterprise NFT blockchain in the top 10. Name me another one. Flow, man, Flow. Not financial advice. I'm huge on Flow. I love Flow. Flow's amazing. Flow, if you're listening, I love you. All right.
You talking
And
about the lady that sells insurance?
That's for dude. So real quick, this is kind of off topic, but wait, no, that's Progressive, right? Well, from Progressive.
Yes.
Yes. So they showed a picture of
very popular Halloween costume.
they showed a picture of her outside of her, like when she does the commercials. What a nice body, man. I've been working out. So
Got a thing for Flo?
Flow, blockchain, Flow. All right, let's move on. I swear to God, you're pissing me off. I've had
Hey
nothing.
guys, I need some insurance here.
I've been nothing but supportive of you when Robin clowns you and when Robin berates you, and this is what I get in return. Guys, put a 1 in the chat if I should next time hit Rocco with that water bottle. I might suffer the consequences of the Dom, but hey. All right. Next thing we're talking about, Mt. Gox. So this is going to be a quick one. Nothing to really expand on here, but Mt. Gox repayment date delayed again to now mid-September. This is sourced from Finbold. The latest public document published on August 31st reveals, quote, the assignment, etc., restriction reference period. This is all lawsuit jargon. Has been accepted by the court and starts on September 15th and ends at an undefined period. So what does this mean? They will start releasing them on the 15th and they will stop releasing them. Who knows? This is a quote. As mentioned before, the trustee, which is Mt. Gox, is not yet ready to pay out. There will be a KYC process. He has to explain how payouts will happen. He has to collect bank account data and so on. This will drag on for months, if not years. Nothing the trustee does is quick. So for everyone worried that we're going to see a big dump, here's what I think might happen. Okay, hear me out on this. If this takes another year and a half, if this takes another year, guess what comes in another year and a half or another year? The Bitcoin halving. So now you have all these people who have held this Bitcoin since 2014. And now we're in the midst of a massive bull run. Will FOMO kick in? Will they hold on to their Bitcoin? Oh, what do you think, Robin? Remember, human psychology. If these coins get released during a bear market, sure, you can say, I'm just going to take my money. But if they get released at the height of a bull market, right by the halving, Robin, do you think that the better chance of these people who will get their Bitcoin back will hold on to it versus dump?
More people are going to dump.
Do you think more people will dump? Regardless? Or
because you're airdropping money. It's the same. It's the normal human psyche. All of a sudden, somebody gives you $1,000, $2,000, $10,000. You're probably going to go spend it. Here in Vegas, best example, you go sit down at a slot machine, you win $5,000, you go buy stuff, right? Do you ever, let me ask you a question. When you win money on a slot machine, do you ever just take it and go put it in the bank account?
hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I mean, you ever just take the full $5,000? You're like, cool. And you just insert it into your bank account.
You know why?
You go spend it because you just got money you did not expect.
No.
And so it's the exact same.
That's not what happens,
human
Robin.
psychology,
Robin,
bro.
that's not what happens. You take the money home, you give it to your wife, say, hey, babe, look what I brought home. And then she does with the money. God, what is wrong with you, dude? Put in 1 in the chat if you're with me on this one.
But,
okay, in all seriousness, no, but it does not. You do not.
So that's what I'm saying is that the human psyche is that you give a massive population a extra amount of unexpected financial gains. You give everybody some money. Percentages wise, more people are going to spend it than keep it. And I think that's just how we are as humans.
I think psychologically, if you're like, dude, I've waited 7 years and this thing.
I mean, that's logically.
We got a spot ETF. We're coming. BlackRock is deeper into it. Oh my God, regulations here, guys.
Psychologically, when they airdropped all those money, the Fed, they started printing, getting everybody checks. Do you think more people put it in a savings account, or do you think more people went out and bought a TV they couldn't afford?
Well, a lot of people pay their credit cards down.
That's what I'm saying. But they spent it. That's what I'm saying. Is that they spent the check instead of saving.
But the dollar doesn't go up, though. It's
I'm
not
not
like
talking
it's an
about.
investment.
I'm just talking about the
but you're
psyche of giving people money.
Right, but you're comparing a currency you use to buy products and services versus an investment.
I'm literally taking the premise. You
But
give
that's not the
somebody
right
money.
premise. You're comparing apples to oranges.
But you're giving people money. That's
but now you're
whether
giving,
it's a form
you're giving
of
people an
Bitcoin-
investment versus giving people a fiat currency, which does not go up in value.
okay. It's going to be if you gave somebody $10,000 worth of Tesla stock.
They would if Tesla starts being bullish. Yeah, they're probably more of them will probably hold it.
I'm
Versus
just saying,
not.
if you, it's the same thing. Whether you give somebody $10,000 in cash, $10,000 in Bitcoin, $10,000 worth of gold, $10,000 worth of stock, you give somebody $10,000 and they need money to pay bills, they're gonna use it.
Well,
and that's what I'm saying.
That's true across anything. I'm just saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But
that
you've gone.
is true.
But you've gone 8 years without this
I
money.
get it. And
So-
it's the same thing. If you went 8 years with a lawsuit because somebody rear-ended you and you finally get paid 8 years later, it's not going to change your need to spend money or your personal habits. It doesn't. The timeline. It doesn't matter. Humans are spenders, and the reason that you get big moves in Bitcoin, the reason that there's a cycle. And there's a reason there's a top is because people spend money and people follow human behavior that is predictable. And predictable human behavior also falls into the line. You give somebody a wad of cash, they're going to spend it. Now, whether you can make an argument the wad of cash can be in Bitcoin or it can be in regular currency, it doesn't matter. You're giving somebody a lot of money. Not saying that everybody's going to sell it. I'm just saying percentages wise, if there's a meter and the 50% is in the middle, the meter is going to be over 50% of the people that receive Bitcoin or receive $10,000 or whatever it is in their bank account or in their crypto account. They're going to sell it.
I don't know. What does the chat think? What do you guys think? If you're a member, speaking of members, Jimmy with another 5 memberships gifted. Guys, if you don't have your gifted memberships metric on, like as in you can accept them, make sure you do, because Jimmy's been on a roll. I think he's given out like 40 or 50 memberships over the last like 3 days. Jimmy, we appreciate you, my friend. So if you have access to the emojis, if you're with me on this one, and if you think that if the Mt. Gox Bitcoin get released in the midst of a bull run, more people will hold. If you're with me on that, put my face in there or put D for David. Or if you're with Robin, you think people are just going to sell no matter what because that's what people do. They spend money. Put Robin's emoji or put R. Curious. All right, let us move on. Big news for Polygon. Big news for Polygon. OpenSea adds Polygon support to expand features and accept Matic as payment. The source from Decrypt. OpenSea announced today the integration of Polygon into its Seaport protocol implementation. Using Seaport on Polygon enables the launching of several new features on Polygon, including collection and attribute offers, no listing thresholds, multiple creator payouts, and bulk transfers. What is Seaport and how is it changing OpenSea? In June, OpenSea announced moving from its Wyvern protocol to Seaport, so it's essentially a protocol change. Seaport is an open source marketplace protocol which is audited by Web3 security firms OpenZeppelin and Trail of Bits. So you can feel safe if this is what your benchmark of you feeling safe is security firms auditing them, because they've been audited twice. And the change came in a bid to avoid high ETH fees, make signature confirmation actions easier to read, and remove the need for new users to pay a setup fee. So OpenSea, they saw, hey, look, getting expensive. ETH fees are too high. We're trying to be more decentralized, audited, open source. So they moved over from Wyvern to Seaport. And now Seaport will support Polygon and Matic. Robin. Polygon,
crazy.
blow the F up. That's what it's going to do. Obviously, this is bullish. This is good news. Is it better news for Polygon, or is it more bullish for OpenSea?
Probably OpenSea. Polygon's on they're on a mission, man. They're building, they're getting more market adoption. They're growing. Their name and brand is everywhere. And so if you're looking for growth, Polygon's doing anything. But OpenSea has been straight taking punches. They've been lampooned,
Lambasted,
lamb shank, whatever you want to call it. They've been at the forefront of negative media.
Do you like lamb shank? I love lamb shank. Delicious. Rocco, you like lamb shank?
But anyways,
no one cares. Go ahead, Robin.
So they need this, man. But here's the thing: nobody's really using Polygon on OpenSea right now because you have the Polygon mints available on OpenSea. So
We have a couple new people in here, Rob. We have Cali Fishing.
Cali Fishing. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
Also, we have Angry Chihuahua. They haven't not said hi, but I see they got gifted a membership, so they're in the chat.
Okay, Angry Chihuahua and Pokemon. Hola! Welcome. Sin City
Favorite
Crypto.
Pokemon, go.
It's taking too long. It was a go.
Oh, it's
All right.
Charizard.
I don't like
It's
Pokemon.
Charizard.
I mean,
In the meantime,
I know I don't have
like Pokemon?
I don't like the characters. I mean, I like the premise of Pokemon. The Game Boy game is fun. The Pokemon Go, that's okay.
That is literally our
I
childhood.
like the franchise. However, I'm not like somebody. I don't have like the plush animals and all that. Like,
You don't have to have plush animals.
I'm
to
just
like
saying, I
Pokemon.
don't care.
Wow.
now Marky Mark speaks my language. Clams Pizza. You guys have had something like that?
Clam pizza.
Yeah.
Hold the hell on.
Okay,
dude.
hold on.
You give
Let
me
me
shit
explain.
for barbecue chicken
Clam-
pizza, but
hold on.
clam
Clam
pizza?
pizza?
Okay, hold on. It's a pizza
Hold
frutti di
on.
mare. He has a clams. He has an octopus in there. All on
Okay,
top
bro,
of the
you
pizza.
help me out here, bro.
They hold on. They came up with pizza. They could put whatever the hell they want on there.
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
Or would you rather have a clam pizza or barbecue chicken?
I'm just saying. If that's what they created.
Never had it before. So
You guys
can,
are-
You can judge. You can judge.
Clam pizza.
And here's
so
the thing.
garlic and olive oil.
Americans, for example, can put whatever the hell they want on a burger because we created it. It's our game. You know, we're the one that sets the trend. I go to Portugal. I told you the hot dogs they have there. They put corn, carrots, and mayonnaise on there.
Yeah,
It's
different.
weird and it's un-American. But if we decide to put fried onion rings on our hot dog, we're like, hey, that's what we do. You know what I mean? And so in Italy, if they decide to put some clams and oysters and some octopus and pickled pig feet on there, whatever they decide to put on a pizza, it's all fair game.
Of course, there is no cheese. It's only.
How do we go
you
from
can't do
Polygon to clam pizza to Pokemon? What is this show coming to? Okay, so you think, let's get back to the crypto here, guys, all right? Because the conversation is not going my way. Do you think, so you said it's more bullish for OpenSea, okay? We know, just based off of researching every single day, I feel like there's NFT marketplace, new NFT marketplace. This person's launching an NFT marketplace. This person's launching an NFT marketplace. Do you think OpenSea is seeing this and saying, hey, man, we need to add way more blockchains into kind of our net of what we offer? And do you think that's the right thing to do? Do you think they're moving too fast? What are your kind of thoughts, Rob? And make it kind of quick.
I don't know, just business decisions.
You think people are breathing? You think they feel the
No, they're just expanding. I mean,
feel the hot breath down their neck?
no, they're just expanding. I mean, here's the thing. If you have a business and you don't change anything, you don't try to grow and do partnerships, then you're going to fail. So, I mean, our business, Sin City Crypto, we're going to evolve. We're going to have partnerships. We're going to get bigger. We're going to do different things. We're going to incorporate different stuff.
I want to know.
And so all successful businesses adapt. That's it.
Rocco, will you make a poll real quick? Is this more bullish for OpenSea or for Polygon? Or for neither? So Rocco will put that poll up there. Make sure you participate. While he's doing that, I'm going to move on to some other news. We talked about this in the beginning of the show. The Eth Minor Balance reaches a 4-year high before the merge. The balance of Ethereum miner addresses exceeded 260,000 Ethereum. This is sourced from Cointelegraph. Miners are accumulating ETH in anticipation of a price surge in the wake of the merge. Also, a majority of the miners are in favor of a hard fork, thus holding onto ETH to receive an airdrop of the fork token. Robin brought this up. Forrest brought it up. It was a point that I had not thought of. And when Robin spoke about it, I was not paying attention. So, hey, we cannot discount the fact that people will hold on to their ETH because they're expecting an airdrop. Now, whether those forked ETH tokens will be worth anything or not, who knows? Maybe they're worth $50. That's still $50 you didn't have. And just kind of show you a chart. This is sourced from Glassnode.
Okay. Well, real quick, we have breaking news. So we'll get back to your chart here in a second, David.
Okay.
It's perfect timing because good SPX First of all, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. He mentions that he says, Michael Saylor, major tax issues. I'm glad you said that. All right, breaking news here, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy sued for alleged tax evasion. Michael Saylor is being sued by the District of Columbia, where he currently resides, for tax fraud by the D.C. Attorney General Carl Racine made the announcement Wednesday on Twitter. Here is the announcement. David, don't worry about your laptop. We're not using it anymore. Thank you. Next up, the gentleman himself.
That looks like, hold on. That looks like the dude from...
he is the dude that is the district attorney.
From Breaking Bad.
So today we are suing Michael Saylor, a billionaire tech executive who has lived in the district for more than a decade, but has never paid any DC income taxes for tax fraud. Damn. First of all, Michael Saylor, why aren't you paying your taxes? You are a multi-billionaire, bro. I pay my taxes. This is big news. Just broke. What is your initial thoughts on this, David?
Could we go back to the previous article point? Being sued by the District of Columbia says he currently resides for tax fraud.
So it's very basic. There's no details here. This is something that just broke. We'll probably cover this in a little bit more detail tomorrow. But Jimmy says OJ is suing Michael Saylor.
What?
And then can we get a shout out? Crypto Yogurt, he is upgraded to a level 2 hodler account.
Appreciate you.
My dude.
Also, I spoke with our 2 whale members yesterday, and I just wanted to get some ideas on some more content for members only. So I will be doing TA Tuesdays just for the members, and I will put a community post up, and you guys will tell me what tokens you want, and I will do TA on those tokens only for the members. So look out for that.
Which is pretty much everybody.
Hey, well, I guess
Thanks
everyone
to
will
Jimmy
get it.
Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
If you guys haven't watched, also we have a few videos up there, more of personal into my life, David's life, Rocco's life, and our latest one was our trip to Atlanta. So.
Strictly Sports says, what about my shout out of this 20 minutes ago? Are you talking about the Michael Saylor thing? Is that what he's talking about? Strictly Sports, you know we love you, bro. You know I love you. Don't feel that way. I apologize if it's something we missed.
Well, yeah, somebody had brought it up, so I looked it up, and then I guess I was probably Strictly Sports.
Well, check this out, Strictly Sports. You are the reason Robin even made this article happen. And so he just used the other person's comment as a reason to bring it up. You see what I did there? We love all of our community. Okay, but back to the Saylor thing, just like base level, if you didn't pay your taxes, dude, and I know there's loopholes in the tax code, and I'm not going to sit here and say they're wrong and they should be closed because I don't have any power to do that. So if he used the loopholes legally, there's really nothing. But
well, if he used them legally, he wouldn't be getting sued. So apparently, you get sued for doing things illegally, especially by the district attorney. Now, personal lawsuits, that's a different game. But if the district attorney for Washington, D.C. goes and sues your ass, you probably did something illegal, right?
Yeah. This won't be a good look. And of course, you'll have the likes of Peter Schiff, Elizabeth Warren. Oh, they evaded taxes so they can buy Bitcoin, and this is what Bitcoin does, and this is why it's so bad for the investors. So
what's the
definitely not looking forward to.
What's the MicroStrategy ticker?
MSTR. No, that's
it is
MSTR. Yeah.
So
yeah, boy, got Rain Man. Memory.
Not surprised. MicroStrategy is down 6.6% in the last since the opening bell, which is probably off of the news of the
offer to show
lawsuit.
a chart, but I can't.
So, all right.
Anyways,
all right. So I think that's. Did you want me to pull up the chart?
No, we're good.
Right here. Here you go. Was it the chart?
Right there, man.
The miners.
Yeah. All right, so kind of going back to what the ETH miners. So this is, I lied. It's not from Glassnode. It's from OKLink. And the orange is the balance in miner wallets of Ethereum, of course. And the gray.
Oh, yeah, yours. Okay.
There you go. And you can make this full screen, Rocco. Thank you, sir. So ETH miner address balance from OKLink. Orange is the balance of ETH, and gray or blue is the price of ETH. And we are at all-time highs, 270,000. And so I mentioned this on Instagram when I did our little 30-second video. By the way, if you're not following us on Instagram, go follow us. All the links are under our link tree in the description of the video today you're watching. But you have supply shock, okay? Supply and demand, basic economics. You're going to have a supply shock. Miners are now hoarding Ethereum. They're like, all right, we got 15 days. We're not going to be used mining anymore. We're not going to have high electricity costs. Let's hold on to this ETH. We think the merge is going to push the price up. We think we're going to get airdrop tokens. So leading up to the merge, if miners are hoarding, people will be hoarding for the same reasons. Will the ETH merge be enough of a catalyst to launch the price of Ethereum past $2,500? Maybe even past $3,000? We don't know. But this is also one of the reasons why we'll probably see a big dump after the merge happens. And that's not to say we'll see a big dump because people's staked ETH will be released, because that won't happen until the Shanghai upgrade, which is expected about 6 to 8 months after the merge goes live. But this is the buy the rumor, sell the news, but this is like buy the news, sell the news sort of deal. So keep your eye on that. What are your thoughts on that? You think this is all bullish as far as the what the miners are doing, and are you in line with kind of what I said?
I think it's just on track to follow what the miners are expecting to mine as much Bitcoin as they can before the ETH merge. And they're probably expecting a rally in the price, so they're just hodling. And I think that's all it is.
Okay.
I don't think we need to overload. It's miners got Ethereum at discount, $1,200, $1,000, $900, $1,000, $1,200. They were accumulating at those price points for a while, and now that the merge is coming up, they are not going to be able to mine Ethereum here next month. And so because of that, they're just like, you know what? I'm just going to hold on to this and cash out here shortly.
Yeah. Just watch for a big dump after the merge goes live, after the airdrops happen, all the forks happen, and we see what happens there. So expect volatility, guys, in Ethereum. So if you're not okay with volatility, I would exit and stand on the sidelines until everything goes through.
And then, did we give a shout out to Jimmy for the $5 super chat?
He did. We did not, and I think he left.
So $5 super chat to Jimmy. He said, "New face cream? ? You guys, your faces are glowing."
Yeah,
I'm glad somebody noticed. I do have a new exfoliating scrub, which has brought out my best features: cheekbones.
Okay.
Also, the Portuguese nose, which slightly hangs down a little bit, but not too overly large. And
What are you talking about? Is there anything else, or is that it? That's all we got.
You want to check the pull result?
Oh yeah. What is the poll result, Rocco?
all right, so the
More bullish for Polygon or OpenSea. Looks like 81% said Polygon. 6% said OpenSea. This is out of 16 votes. So I kind of think it's more, that's a hard question. That's a really hard question. If I had to pick, gun to the head, I would say it's more bullish for OpenSea. I think they're kind of struggling to maintain their grip on the secondary market for NFTs, and bringing in a project like Polygon and fully integrating them. I know someone mentioned they've had this before. True. It was a trial run, a pilot on Seaport when it first came out, but now this is the fully encompassing, we're integrating Polygon. So I would probably say it's better for OpenSea, although for Polygon it's great too. I mean, you're essentially, the Matic token is going to be available to use to pay gas fees and whatnot on the largest secondary NFT marketplace out there. So I I think that's it, Rob, unless something else you had in store, my friend.
No, that'll round it out. Thank you for all of our new members. I think everybody here is a member now, with the exception of Tox.
HP's not a member either. What the hell happened?
HP? No, HP's he's a moderator.
Yeah, but he's not a member.
Not a member?
No.
Huh.
HP, how come we didn't get one of the 50 memberships?
Yeah. But anyways, thank you so much, Jimmy, for handing those out. And by the way, Tree City has arrived as we were doing our outro. So feel free to rewind the stream.
Yes.
And for all of you that are new here, that we shouted out, I think it was Pokemon, Scared Chihuahua or something. I don't know. Something. Chihuahua. Speaking of Wawa, man,
Love
great gas station out on the East Coast. Missed those. And if you haven't checked out our social media links, we do have a tree link in the description. Tree link is
Linktree.
Tree link.
Link.
No,
I like Tree Link better. I think Tree Link sounds
Tree
better.
City got
He's
me
a
all
tree.
mixed up, man. You know, because he got tree first.
Yeah.
Anyways, go check out all of our social media handles. We got the Discord as well. Marky Mark has pasted that in the chat as well.
It is, guys. Just in case you don't know, it is a community-ran Discord. So Sin City Crypto is Marky Mark. Remember that. Also, merchandise. Do you like merchandise? If you do, you should check out our merch store. Brought to you by none other than the Don himself, Don Fanucci, from The Godfather. Go check that out. Not just Sin City Crypto merch, but also other merchandise as well. If you're a whale member, you do get 10% off for life as long as you are a whale member. And then, of course, our main man, Forrest from Around the Blockchain.
Okay.
Forrest from Crypto Stackers. Forrest, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. I don't know where the head my head's at. Forrest from Crypto Stackers Pro will be joining us this Friday, like he does every Friday. He was on Around the Blockchain on Monday. That dude is so smart, man. He is so smart. Can't wait to bring him on Friday. Also, I am working on something super exciting. 2 guests to come on the show, and I'm working hard at it. And so I'm excited about that. So that's all I got. Robin?
Cool. Oh,
Rocco? Roll the outro music. Friends, family, friends and family, family and friends, we thank you so much for spending your hump day here with us at Sin City Crypto. We hope you enjoy the content. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and put your notification bell on. We will be releasing another video later today, so you will not know when until you have your notifications on. On behalf of myself, Robin, and the Don, we love you guys. Until then, we'll see you. Peace.
Guys, take care. Pizza Frutrina.